I woke up to this thing at the end of the bed last night. So, for context, my boyfriend has talked about how he used to have night terrors, and lately they've been especially bad. Once I started staying over at his house, I got to witness it firsthand. We'd be dead asleep, and he would suddenly sit up, gasp, and stare off into the distance for a while before laying back down and going back to sleep. I asked him what he was dreaming about once, and he said he didn't know. I started getting poor sleep at his apartment too. I did from the start, but I just chalked it up to being in a new, strange environment. But it persisted. One morning, he left for work, and I went back to sleep after saying goodbye. I woke up on my stomach, unable to move. I realized it was sleep paralysis. I've had it a couple of times before, years ago, so I knew what I was dealing with and tried not to panic. That's when I felt something crawl onto the bed and place a hand on my back, holding me down. I've had a sleep paralysis demon experience in the past, so I tried to remain calm. I started repeating "not real" over and over in my head since I couldn't speak. The thing responded, "Oh, you think I'm not real? If I wasn't real, would you be able to feel my hand on your back?" It said this while digging its fingers in. "Would you be able to feel my breath on your neck?" It felt so real. I could feel it lean down and breathe cold air on my neck as it spoke. I repeated, "Get out, you're not welcome." And slowly I began to move again, and the thing was gone. I didn't think too much of it since sleep paralysis is somewhat normal, and a lot of people experience the so-called demons. But last night was different. I was asleep and woke up with the overwhelming feeling of being watched. I opened my eyes and lifted my head to look around the room. There was a tall shadow moving across the room, right at the edge of the bed. I looked over at my boyfriend's spot to confirm it was just him getting up to use the bathroom or something, and was horrified to find him sleeping peacefully next to me. I looked back at the shadow. It had reached the spot directly in front of me at the end of the bed. It turned toward me and was staring, unblinking, with a huge grin. It had this strange aura around it. It's hard to describe, but everything looked a little warped around it. I felt an intense amount of malice coming from it. I was terrified. I sat up, and after a moment longer, it dissipated into the air like it had never been there. I don't know what this thing is or why it's bothering us. I've never experienced anything like this before, other than when I was a little kid and thought I saw shadows move or other kid stuff like that. But this thing had a face.